Welcome to Daily Meditation with Sangha Live.
Good morning, everyone. So it's a new experience for me, not actually seeing everyone in little boxes, which I'm used to when I'm teaching in different communities. And I was reflecting that this experience of having a sense of you all being present rather than actually seeing you reminded me of the start of retreat. You know, on the first night, you hear this snapshot from everyone, whether they just share where they've journeyed from, like you do in the chat. You know, I'm in London, I'm in Heidelberg, I'm in the forest, I'm in the rain. Or a snapshot of the journey they've actually taken with this practice, why they're on retreat, what's brought them here, what drew them to the practice. And then the amazing revelation, if you like, is actually we have more sense of each other's presence on retreat than we did from those few words, the few words in the chat. So I really encourage you to feel the beautiful presence of everyone here this morning. We're all sharing this practice. You're all supporting each other. And you're on a shared journey. Something's drawn you here, and it's the wish, the desire to live more consciously, more freely. So, wise intention this week. I wanted to give you a bit of an outline of where we're going, what will happen in the next few days if you stay on this journey with me this week. So, the first thing we're going to explore today is letting go. And letting go in the sense of what is the stickiness for us? What causes resistance to that idea? And then looking over the next couple of days, the simplicity and wisdom that really are implicit in letting go, but also a result of letting go. Then we're going to move on to the quality of wise intention, that is that open-heartedness. And then on Friday, harmlessness. So before I share some reflections, just inviting you to really settle in to being here right now. I'm just going to take a few moments, maybe close your eyes, and really soften and sense into your presence in this moment. Weight of your buttocks on the chair or cushion. Perhaps your feet, if you're sitting in a chair, flat on the floor. What can you soften and sense into right now? And as you perhaps soften in your face and jaw, soften in your chest, and let go of your belly. Softening and letting go as you come closer to what's actually alive for you in this moment. And the invitation as we arrive here in this virtual Dharma hall is to perhaps find one word for mind, one word for body, and one word for heart right now. One word for mind, one word for body, and one word for heart right now. So, to share some reflections on letting go. And as I do so, please do hold what's alive for you. That one word which really allows us to let go of the narrative around what's happening for us, our reactions to what's happening for us. Allows us to really tenderly hold what's alive for us as we move through this practice together. So letting go, we're letting go of that bodily tension, of the mental drama, of our desires and our preferences, our wishes and our wants. And it sounds wonderful, but if it was that easy, there would be no suffering. So, what happens with that? Why is there the friction? Why is there the rub? Why is it a simple but hard practice to let go? And as I was reflecting on this, I remembered a friend of mine, an ex-Burmese nun, Beth Upton, telling me that when she was in the monastery where she was for 12 years, she was taught to really trust that she'd be supported and that her needs will be met. And even when she derobed and moved to Spain and lived in caves with ex-prisoners and drug addicts, she never doubted for a moment that she'd be supported. She never doubted that her needs would be met. She trusted herself and others to support her. She trusted the universe. And you might say right now, well, there isn't much to trust. You know, the world is a cruel and uncertain place. How can I trust right now? I mean, it's hard. But bodily tension and mental drama are like a straitjacket. You know, when we put that on, we have no flexibility in our response. We have no spaciousness in our ability to show up in the world as is needed right now. To show up and support others, to show up and take action, just inhibits our response. And of course, you know, our minds are very agile at complicating this issue even further, you know. And we notice how we turn our desires, our preferences, our wants into needs. You know, we often use the word, I need my boss to acknowledge what I've done, how hard I've worked. I need someone in my family to respond in a different way. But actually, when we think about our actual needs, you know, we could put them on a post-it. I've done that in the past, you know, community, nature, sleep, movement, shelter. We realize how far we get from that. And of course, we're not monastic. We have regular needs. We might need a car to get to work. But how we proliferate our preferences. And I had a very direct experience of this when I was on retreat with Ajahn Suchito, and I'd taken the encouragement to keep the 8 monastic precepts, which includes not eating after midday, the midday meal. But there was some chocolate and cheese put out in the evening for those who wanted something. And I found myself drawn to that table. And there was a sort of subtitle to my internal movie. Oh, you might be hungry. You love chocolate and cheese. And when I let go of that, what I saw was a sense of lacking, a sense of not enough. Comparison. Oh, other people are having the chocolate and cheese. And tension. We see it in so many ways, righteousness. Yes, there may seem a lot to be righteous about right now. And yet, when we're tight and righteous, we see it if we're on a train in the quiet compartment and someone's shouting loudly into their phone. How we get caught up in that narrative. And it inhibits our spacious response. And we can do it spiritually. The craving we can feel to, if I could just feel like I felt with Nathan on Wednesday. I was so relaxed after the meditation. Or our endless investigation. Yes, this is a path of practice where we look at the causes of suffering. We reflect, we metabolize our experience. But there's so much we can just drop. Mental clutter, endless narratives. And that way we really open up to the spacious, vast, limitless possibility of this practice. The promise of this practice, ease and spaciousness. So I think I've talked enough. And invite you to take your seat for meditation. And perhaps as you do so, letting go of your habitual posture and really responding perhaps to those words you had earlier. What's actually needed in this moment? Maybe you're not very well, or you've had a very poor night's sleep and you need to take a position of constructive rest, lying down, knees together, feet on the floor. Or perhaps you need to take a chair, your knee is sore. Choosing wisely as we settle in to meditation together. So giving yourself a few moments to get comfortable. We can so often create greater ease by just bringing some attention to our posture. Feeling the weight of our buttocks on the cushion or chair. Perhaps adjusting if you're leaning towards one hip or the other. Feeling into the gracious, spacious sweep of our spine. And just noticing if you're bolt upright. You can soften some of the tension there. Dropping our chin slightly. Softening in our chest. And letting go of our belly. Softening and sensing into being here now. The felt sense of our experience. What other tension can we simply let go of? There's often some tension in our face and jaw. It might be clenching in our hands, scrunching our toes. Can we soften around those habitual contractions in the body? And again, we're really responding to what's alive for you in your practice this morning. And choosing an object of meditation that feels supportive. And perhaps you're feeling in need of more grounded support for awareness and presence. It will be helpful to come to the breath in the belly, rising and the falling on the in-breath and the out-breath. Imagining that your breath is a hammock and your awareness, consciousness is simply riding up and down on its movements. Perhaps you're well rested and calm. The breath at the nostrils will be more clarifying, simpler. And equally open, spacious awareness is available to you. Choosing wisely. Letting go happens here, now, in this moment, moment by moment. And if the mind is busy, there's a lot of chatter and narrative moving through. Just allowing that to be there. This practice holds a mirror up to our experience. Just as we can't grab at the images in the mirror, we are learning to allow our material to move through, to not take it so seriously, to not cling to it. And as we soften around our experience, we really understand the felt sense of letting go. Really graciously meeting your experience right now. Perhaps there's a great deal of calm and openness and spaciousness, but equally, whether it's tension or drama, can you open to it? Allow it to be there. Not take it too seriously. And soften around the edges of your experience. there is such a relief and release when we let go into the way things are in this moment, moment by moment. Oh, changing experience that is ungraspable, unreachable. There is nothing to hold on to. When we really soften into that, we touch into an ease and spaciousness. That is our natural home. Is where we all truly want to belong. Even if it's only for a moment, we see it and let it go. Supported by the stillness and silence. We see in meditation what is simply mental clutter, hamster wheel activity, our narratives, our reactions. And in every moment, this practice is pointing to the possibility of simply letting it go, if only for this moment, right now. How are you meeting any tension or drama? Can you soften in your response to it? Allowing it to move through your experience and allowing you to flow through your experience. Present. With gracious spaciousness. And for the last 5 minutes of the meditation, perhaps widening your awareness, opening up to the whole body sitting here, this dance of sensations moving through the body right now, and the spaciousness around it, in front, above, and behind. Open, seamless, vast, limitless spaciousness.
Today's podcast is an offering to you from our archive of freely available live daily classes. We make wisdom teachings and meditations as freely available as possible to as many people as wish to practice. You can help ensure we can continue to support a worldwide Sangha by leaving a review wherever you get your podcasts, by sharing this with someone who'd be interested, and by offering a small financial support at sangha.live/donate.